The final rainfall figures for this year's monsoon are out and there is a 9% deficiency. Now that's bad news for farmers, for crops and for inflation.
For the ruling BJP, the run-up to the 2019 Lok Sabha elections is not ideally what the party would have liked, and much of the series of bad news is not its own fault. The first bit of bad news is the looming possibility of inflation. As a result of rising world oil prices, Indian petrol and diesel prices are rising sharply. In the last 2 months, the price of diesel has risen from 67 rupees per litre to 75 rupees per litre and petrol from 76 rupees per litre to 83 rupees per litre in Delhi, even crossing 90 rupees in Mumbai. This will affect transport costs and could see a ripple effect, raising the prices of other commodities. In the run-up to any election, rising consumer prices have historically been very bad news for any ruling party. While most of the causes of the rise in our petrol and diesel prices are out of the government's control, with the big elections looming, the government may resort to lowering taxes on diesel and petrol in order to lessen the negative inflationary impact on voters. More bad news, also somewhat beyond the control of the government, is the falling value of the rupee. In just 2 months, the rupee has fallen in value from 68 to 72 to the dollar, a sharp decline after some years of relative stability. While the mere depreciation of the rupee may hit perception and only marginally affect voters negatively, the rising costs of imports of all kinds could once again cascade and hit all-round inflation. Not good news for votes for any ruling party. And now there's bad news for agriculture, and farmers are the largest number of voters in the country. The Meteorology Department has confirmed that this has been a poor monsoon. The All India rainfall has been as much as 9% below normal, with the latest month, September, being the worst at a very poor 22% below normal. What is even more worrying for the ruling party is that some key states, where voter support is crucially important for 2019, have had a terrible monsoon. Bihar, one of the most important states for elections with 40 seats, has had a very low rainfall, 25% below normal. Rajasthan, which also has assembly elections in December, has also had a poor monsoon with rainfall at 6% below normal. Also, the Prime Minister's own state, Gujarat, in which the BJP had a disappointingly narrow win, has also had poor rainfall in parts, especially Saurashtra. Once again, the monsoon is a factor that is totally out of the control of any ruling party, but the negative impact on voting behavior is considerable. The existing discontent among farmers is likely to get worse after a bad monsoon. While rising oil prices, the falling rupee rate and the poor monsoon are bad news in the run-up to any election, there are many emotive election issues still within the government's control. The surgical strikes against Pakistan has in the past been positive for votes, and the potential huge impact on voters of the issue of a Ram Mandir in Ayodhya may still come to the rescue at election time for the ruling party. The battle of 2019 has only just begun.